New Orleans Saints fans, Mitchell Renz here from Chat Sports, and on today's video, we're going to be breaking down the 2021 New Orleans Saints preseason. I'm going to tell you every single game, which one I'm looking forward to the most, and at the very end of today's show, I'm going to give you the 4 biggest things that every single Saints fan needs to be watching during the preseason. So let's look at this preseason schedule that was just released by the NFL. You're going up against the Baltimore Ravens on August 14th. That's kind of how you get things kicked off. Then on August 23rd, at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and you're wrapping up the preseason against one of the more popular teams this offseason, the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm curious on how you guys all shake this out, why for yes and for no. I understand that it's preseason football, but it is a little bit different this season. So teams now have 3 games unless you're playing in the Hall of Fame game. But usually there was 4 preseason games, and by the time the 4th one would come around, we'd all be a little bit bored. But we didn't get preseason football last year. I'm going to be watching it this year, and I actually think it's really important for everyone that comes across this videos to also watch it because you want to see rookies, UDFAs, and it's a longer year. And if somebody goes down, maybe you can pick out one of those dudes from the preseason that can help out the roster. So let's look at preseason week 1 here. New Orleans goes ahead and is going to march on in to the Baltimore Ravens. If it's a bad pun, man, you're in for a long video. And Saturday, August 14th, will Lamar Jackson play? But the things that every single fan should be watching, quarterback battles, because I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Preseason week 2, if there is one team that is going to put butts in seats in terms of preseason football games, it's going to be the Jags. And I'm not going to cover too much of the Jags, but I do know you got Tim Tebow potentially going up against Jameis Winston or Taysom Hill. That's going to sell. That's a game that everyone needs to watch. It's probably why it's on Monday Night Football. Well, Monday Night Football. Let's go to preseason week 3. Will Kyler Murray end up suiting up in this one? How much are we going to see some stars? Because the usual third preseason game was always really tough to be able to wrap your mind around because you'd be able to see a lot of these other players get some action, get some reps in. With now this being the last game of the preseason, I'm actually a believer that we won't see as many players come in and out of the lineups. But if you guys are curious about which game, is the best to watch, how about this? Which is the best preseason game for the New Orleans Saints? If you think it's the Baltimore Ravens, I want you to go down in the comments section and type R for Ravens. Pretty simple, right? Maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars. Go ahead and type J. If it's the Arizona Cardinals, I want you to type C. I imagine most people that come across this video are going to type J, not only because this is the game that's probably going to have the starters in it the most. It's also Tim Tebow time. It's Trevor Lawrence. The correct answer is J. So now I promised y'all the 4 things that every single Saints fan needs to watch during the preseason. The first one, Jameis Winston. What kind of Jameis Winston product are we going to get on the field? Are we going to get somebody who we saw in 2019 that starred in the ESPN 30 for 30 film, 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions, threw for 5,000 yards? Or are we going to see somebody that can actually take care of the football a little bit? If Jameis Winston can't get it done, because I actually think that he's going to be the starter, we're also going to see Taysom Hill a little bit. And anytime you got a quarterback battle, that's what people want to see. And that's what I can't wait to watch. Because if Hill outplays Winston, who knows? Maybe he finds himself as a starting quarterback. We've seen crazier things, right? Number 3. Is Michael Thomas actually healthy? Usually big-time stars, they don't play in the preseason. But will Slant Boy, I'm totally kidding, will he actually get on the field here a little bit? Will he get some extra repertoire with his quarterbacks? That's what I want to see from Thomas after he signed a big-time contract and wasn't really able to play this past season. Number 4, how legit is Payton Turner? Payton Turner was a player that I liked. I didn't love. So that being said, was he somebody that was worth drafting in the first round out of Houston? I know he's a good player, but New Orleans has definitely made some reaches on round 1. Those are the top 4 things I'm going to be watching for in the preseason.